It's all over. Liv Morgan and Finn Balor together. Dominik Mysterio is shocked. The past few months have been turbulent for Liv Morgan, Dominik Mysterio, and the rest of the Judgment Day. As the road to WrestleMania 41 continues, WWE fans have been actively fantasy booking the future of the dominant heel stable, sparking discussions about potential betrayals and new alliances. Recently, a post on X, formerly known as Twitter, reignited speculation about a major shift within the faction. A fan uploaded a reel featuring Dominik Mysterio, AJ Styles, Finn Balor, and Liv Morgan, highlighting the short-lived alliance between Styles, Balor, and Morgan against the early iteration of the Judgment Day. This clip led to widespread debate about whether a betrayal could be on the horizon, particularly one that might turn Dominik Mysterio from one of WWE's most despised heels into a babyface. The WWE Universe had mixed reactions to this idea, with some embracing the possibility of Liv Morgan, Finn Balor, and AJ Styles forming their own faction. If such a split were to happen, it would drastically alter the landscape of the Judgment Day, leaving the stable with members like Raquel Rodriguez, Carlito, JD McDonough, and Dominik Mysterio. However, the potential shift also raises questions about Dominik's future in WWE and whether he could successfully transition into a fan-favorite character after being one of the most booed superstars in the company. Hints of a possible betrayal have been subtly woven into storylines, particularly during Liv Morgan's infiltration of the Judgment Day. Her interactions with Dominik, Rhea Ripley, and Damian Priest have left fans questioning her true intentions. With Rhea Ripley's absence and internal tensions brewing, Morgan's growing influence could pave the way for an unexpected coup within the faction. One of the key elements fueling the speculation is Dominik Mysterio's unique position in WWE. Despite the immense heat he receives from live crowds, he has displayed a natural ability to engage audiences. A face turn, if executed properly, could add new layers to his character, creating a fresh narrative for WrestleMania season. A betrayal at the hands of the Judgment Day could serve as a catalyst for such a transformation, with Dominik seeking redemption by aligning himself with Morgan, Balor, and Styles. On the other hand, WWE may decide to keep the Judgment Day intact and further explore the internal conflicts within the faction. With Carlito and JD McDonough playing significant roles, the stable could continue evolving without a major split. Additionally, Rhea Ripley's eventual return could reset the power dynamics and re-establish dominance for the group. For now, the WWE Universe remains divided on what the future holds. Some believe a betrayal is inevitable, with Liv Morgan leading a rebellion against the Judgment Day, while others think the faction's core members will find a way to stay united despite the ongoing tensions. As WrestleMania 41 approaches, all eyes are on the Judgment Day to see whether their internal struggles will lead to a seismic shift in WWE's landscape. Whether Dominik Mysterio turns face, Liv Morgan orchestrates a power play, or the Judgment Day remains intact, the coming weeks promise to deliver high-stakes drama and unforgettable moments. Over the past few months, Liv Morgan, Dominik Mysterio, and the Judgment Day have faced a series of challenges that have shaken up their status in WWE. As WrestleMania 41 draws closer, fans have been speculating on potential storylines and betrayals that could redefine the landscape of the faction. A recent post on X, formerly Twitter, sparked major discussion among the WWE Universe. The fan-shared reel featured Dirty Dom, AJ Styles, Finn Balor, and Liv Morgan, showcasing a throwback to when Styles, Balor, and Morgan were united against the earlier incarnation of the Judgment Day. This clip reignited speculation about a possible shift in alliances, particularly focusing on the idea of Dominik Mysterio turning face after a betrayal within the group. Given Dominik's status as one of the most hated heels in WWE, a potential face turn would be a shocking development. The fans' post suggested a scenario in which Morgan, Balor, and Styles could reunite to form a faction, leaving the Judgment Day with members like Raquel Rodriguez, Carlito, JD McDonough, and Dominik himself. The possibility of a shakeup in the faction has led to widespread fan theories about how the story could unfold on WWE programming. Some members of the WWE universe are open to the idea of this new faction forming, as subtle hints have already been dropped in recent weeks. When Morgan was attempting to infiltrate the Judgment Day, her interactions with Dominik raised questions about her true intentions. Could her actions have been part of a larger plan to dismantle the group from within? Finn Balor and AJ Styles share a deep history in WWE, particularly through their connection to the Bullet Club from their time in Japan. Adding Liv Morgan to the mix could provide a fresh dynamic, bringing together veterans and a rising star with unfinished business in the Judgment Day. Styles and Balor could play the role of experienced mentors, while Morgan, who has become more cunning and strategic, might use her past ties to the Judgment Day as leverage in this potential storyline. Meanwhile, if Dominik were to turn face, the question remains, how would this transition occur? Would he break away from the Judgment Day due to internal conflicts, or would he be forced out by his fellow stablemates? Tensions have been mounting within the group, especially with Rhea Ripley's absence, causing instability. JD McDonough and Carlito have stepped in, but their presence hasn't solidified the faction as much as Ripley once did. This could create the perfect storm for Dominik to be betrayed and ultimately seek redemption by joining forces with Morgan, Balor, and Styles. WWE has a history of executing faction breakups in dramatic fashion, and if the storyline gains traction, it could lead to one of the biggest betrayals in recent history. Fans continue to analyze every promo, match, and backstage segment for clues that might hint at the direction WWE plans to take. As WrestleMania season heats up, it remains to be seen whether these fantasy booking ideas will turn into reality. If WWE chooses to follow this path, it could create compelling television, particularly for Dominik Mysterio, whose character has evolved significantly since aligning with the Judgment Day. Whether he remains a despised heel or transitions into a beloved underdog, his next steps will be crucial for his career trajectory. With Liv Morgan's unpredictable nature, Finn Balor's leadership experience, and AJ Styles' veteran status, this potential faction could be a major force in WWE. As for the Judgment Day, they would have to regroup and redefine their identity without some of their key members. Adding to the intrigue, Dominik Mysterio recently hinted at the possibility of adding another member to the Judgment Day, given that JD McDonough is currently sidelined with an injury. However, Finn Balor is opposed to the idea, which could lead to further tension within the group. This internal conflict might be the breaking point that sets the stage for a major betrayal. Fans have voiced their excitement over the possibility of this shift. One fan commented, "If it isn't the plan, this would make for an amazing pivot storyline."